In the year 2025, the world of the God-forsaken suddenly appeared, and whenever someone fell asleep, they would be pulled into this world. The only currency in this God-forsaken world was life itself, a true survival game system where lifespan is currency. Dying here would cost you a portion of your lifespan, while killing monsters would increase it. Players could expend their lifespan to bring their abilities from this world back to reality. A powerful player could rip a tank apart with their bare hands, or slice a plane in half with a single sword strike. And even withstanding a nuclear bomb with their body was no longer just a dream. From the very day the God-forsaken world appeared, this young man had carried his useless adopted sister on his back, surviving and overcoming all sorts of hardships to become one of the top 100 strongest players in the world. But in the final battle, when Qin Feng successfully cleared the ancient divine ruins and obtained the divine artifact, the Eye of Judgment, he was unexpectedly betrayed by the very person fighting alongside him. Unbelievably, the one who stabbed Qin Feng in the back was none other than the adopted sister he had carried on his back until it nearly broke. Even more unbelievably, her reason for backstabbing him was just to get the Eye of Judgment for the idol she was simping for. In this life, Qin Feng died with a million regrets. The moment the blade swung down, and the game ended, Qin Feng found himself waking up 9 years in the past, a classic regression manhwa, overpowered MC setup. Speaking of his trashy sister, she kicked the door open and stormed in saying with an annoyed expression, "Qin Feng, so you are home, why didn't you answer my calls? Wasn't I just out supporting brother Song Fei? Are you trying to ghost me? You have no idea how important my support for him is this time." Qin Feng basically couldn't care less about this crazy girl's outburst, thinking to himself, just as I expected on the launch day of the God-forsaken game, Qin Xiaoyou and I had a huge fight over Song Fei. Before the game came out, Song Fei was a famous underground idol, and Qin Xiaoyou was his crazed fan. Song Fei seemed glamorous on the outside, but he was actually a piece of trash who secretly scammed many female fans out of their money and bodies. To prevent Qin Xiaoyou from being deceived, I never let her associate with that guy. Unexpectedly, I ended up being falsely accused of meddling in her life. Hey, are you deaf? I'm talking to you. Are you pretending you can't hear me? It's because of you that he dropped in this month's rankings. If you don't give me the money, I'll... Before Qin Xiaoyou could finish her sentence, she was hit by a hard slap from Qin Feng. She clutched her swollen cheek, staring at Qin Feng in shock. "You dare. Qin Xiaoyou, I don't have the time or the mood to waste on you today. But if you dare mess with me again, I'll slap you into next week." Qin Feng tossed a card at her. "This is the money our parents left behind. All these years, no matter how hard life got, I never touched a single cent of it. Today, I'm giving it all to you. For our parents' sake, I won't hold this against you. But you listen to me carefully. From now on, I Qin Feng have no sister like you." With that, Qin Feng decisively turned and went back to his room. In his past life, in order to protect Qin Xiaoyou, Qin Feng missed out on too many opportunities. There were so many hidden dungeons and treasures that required taking risks to explore. But he gave them up. He was also very curious, without a dead weight, like her holding him back, just how high could he climb? This time, he would use his knowledge of the God-forsaken world from his past life to get ahead, perhaps even unlocking a Dark Assassin SSS-RANK awakening or a solo-leveling Dark class than everyone else. As for Qin Xiaoyou, I'll just let her fend for herself. And Song Fei, I'll deal with you personally. Qin Feng thought to himself, then climbed into bed. Just a moment later, his consciousness entered the God-forsaken world. The class selection hall, so nostalgic. I remember the first time I came here. I was in a panic, and it took me several hours just to pick a class and leave. This time, I have to be much faster. In my past life, I chose the warrior class to protect Qin Xiaoyou. While the warrior class isn't weak, it's not the right fit for me now. Without Qin Xiaoyou holding me back, my solo leveling speed will be much faster. Mobility is the most important factor. After some thought, Qin Feng decided to choose the assassin class. At that exact moment, a system window appeared. The divine artifact, Eye of Judgment, has completed its binding. The Eye of Judgment has been activated, granting the unique attribute, Power of Judgment. This is a passive ability. When entering the God-forsaken world, you will automatically receive the highest grade class and talent. Eye of Judgment. So it was bound to me when I regressed. I see now. Once a divine artifact has chosen its master, it's useless, even if it's gouged out. Could it be that this artifact is the reason I was able to regress? Suddenly, a mass of dark energy swirled around Qin Feng. Congratulations, you have obtained a hidden class. Initiating class change. Class change complete. You have become a shadow. Shadow. So this is the highest grade hidden class for an assassin. This is a world away from the warrior class of my past life. I've only just received the class, and it's already this powerful. Usually, there's an extremely low probability of obtaining a high-grade hidden class, but this power of judgment makes it a 100% certainty. It is, after all, the power of judgment, the truest and most ancient primordial power in the universe, a power that transcends all rules and order. You lack divinity and cannot actively activate this power for the time being, but its passive effects are already active. Qin Feng was in awe as he read the system message. A primordial power with the supreme authority to transcend rules and order. In my past life, it wasn't until the 7th year, in the God-forsaken world, that a top-tier player finally escaped the God-forsaken land and reached the land of order. It was only then that humanity first learned of the existence of the power of order. But in reality, even after so many years, no one had ever managed to obtain the power of order. I can't believe that on my very first day back, I've already obtained a primordial power that transcends both order and rules. All I have to do is escape the God-forsaken land and reach the land of order to gain divinity. Then I'll be able to fully wield this power. It looks like I have a new goal for this life. Class selection is complete. Please enter your in-game name. Since my class was born from darkness, I'll just call myself Shadow. Your name has been set to Shadow. Now entering the God-forsaken land. This is a desolate wasteland where countless demonic beasts roam free. They are ready to rip you to shreds and steal your life at any moment. Leave the town, kill monsters, and you will earn tradable lifespan. However, if you die in this world, half of your total lifespan will be deducted, including both your tradable and non-tradable lifespan. Within this region, Shell Town is a designated safe zone. There are no monsters in this area, players cannot attack each other, and the lifespan drain rate is set to 1x. When Qin Feng arrived at Seashell Town, he saw a large crowd of people who had been dragged into this god-forsaken land. What is this place? What's a class? What's a code name? I just finished my night shift, got home and crashed. Am I hallucinating? I have no idea. I was gaming all night, and then passed out. But, how did I get here? The man pinched his arm, and then yelled, "Ouch, this isn't a dream. It looks like we've been dragged into some kind of survival game system." The moment Qin Feng appeared, he instantly became the center of attention. What kind of class is that? Why does he look so different from the rest of us? No idea, but judging by the dagger in his hand, he must be some kind of dark assassin. Hey, I'm an assassin too. So why don't I look that cool? Look, he's even got a special visual aura. Qin Feng paid no mind to the chatter and walked confidently through the crowd. He thought to himself, soon, the truly overpowered players from every nation will start to appear and reshape the world order. If I want to stay ahead of them in this regression, I need to act faster. Time waits for no one. Just then, a group of people materialized right in front of Qin Feng. That hurt so much. So dying just sends you back to town. Man, those monsters are way too aggressive. Just one bite took out half my health bar. How are we supposed to fight that? It was just a level 1 mob, but the three of us together could barely chip away 1/10 of its health. And half of my remaining lifespan was deducted. At that moment, the men in the group turned to the only woman among them and asked Li Zi, "What's the plan now?" Qin Feng glanced over at Li Zi. He silently assessed her. The default weapon for an archer is a short bow, but she's wielding a long bow. Looks like she has a hidden class too. Just then, Li Zi looked up her eyes, meeting Qin Feng's. Noticing how different he looked from everyone else, she smiled and made an offer. "Hey, you seem to have a hidden class. How about you join our party? The mobs out there are incredibly tough. You can't possibly take them on alone. Our party already got wiped once, so we have some experience now." "So your experience is just getting wiped out," Qin Feng thought, then flatly rejected her offer and walked past. Hearing this, one of the guys in her group sneered. "What's with the attitude pretending to be some pro? The 5 of us couldn't even make a dent. And you think you can solo it? That's hilarious. We told you how dangerous it is out there, and you're still trying to go solo. You got a death wish or something." The bald guy chimed in sarcastically. Now. The man has a noble hidden class. Plus, he's an assassin. If he can't fight, he can at least run away." Li Zi then tried to inspect Qin Feng's profile. His name was Shadow. How edgy. Li Zi closed the status window and told her teammates, "Let's go. We'll follow him and see what skills he's got. Maybe we can get some new intel on the monsters. And while we're at it, we can watch how he gets himself killed." As they tailed Qin Feng, Li Zi's mind wandered. The god-forsaken land. This place was just too strange, too dangerous. Even though I have no idea how I got here, I used my years of MMO experience to quickly form a party. But I never imagined that the very first mob in the starting zone would be strong enough to wipe out my entire party. Group. That's not an enemy a level 1 player could ever hope to defeat. This dark class player in front of me seems anything but ordinary. Following him might give us some crucial information. Hiding behind a tree trunk, Latu's teammate peeked out at Qin Feng and whispered, "That guy's starting class weapon is different from yours. You got a dagger, but he has a tanto. And not only that, he's even faster than I am. My agility stat as an assassin should be the highest. His gear doesn't look like our starting equipment either," the bald guy said, clearly frustrated. Just then, Latu saw Qin Feng suddenly turn his head to look back in their direction, startling her so much she didn't dare peek out again, afraid of being discovered. But after a few seconds with no activity, she peeked out again, only to find that Qin Feng was gone. Where did he go? Did he just vanish into thin air? Is that a stealth skill? His starting skill is actually stealth. What kind of class is that? That's so OP. After a moment, after looking around and seeing no sign of Qin Feng, Latu's group decided to leave. "Let's head back to town and look for a chance to level up. It's too dangerous out here. We've already kicked the bucket once. Plus our remaining lifespan was cut in half. Yeah, who knows, maybe we can find a hidden reward like a treasure chest. Or find an NPC to get a quest or something." Little did they know, Qin Feng hadn't moved an inch, and was still standing in the exact same spot. Thanks to his shadow lurk skill, which let him enter a stealth state, and only become visible if he attacked. Breaking stealth also boosts the power of his first attack, which is how Qin Feng easily gave Latu's group the slip. Stealth mastery doubles the duration of invisibility and increases movement speed, while stealth by +1. They really can't see me. This dark class really is something else. A regular assassin's stealth would be easily detected at this low level, but since this dark class comes with stealth mastery, no player or monster can detect my presence in these early stages. Remembering what Latu's group said before they left, Qin Feng couldn't help but feel a pang of pity. A bunch of naive newbies. They won't find anything in town to actually increase their power. It's just a safe zone for players, nothing more. In this god-forsaken survival game, players are nothing but prey for the monsters. At that moment, Qin Feng's body gradually became visible again. The stealth had worn off. The duration isn't very long. Fortunately, the cooldown starts the moment I activate it, so I can go invisible again in just a few seconds. Qin Feng pulled up his status window to take a look. The base stat for all players is 10 points. Different classes then grant bonuses on top of that. In my past life, my warrior class only got a +3 bonus to strength and constitution. But this time, this dark class gives a bonus to all stats, with agility getting a massive +8 boost. I also have 5 free attribute points to allocate. Most players would choose to dump their points into strength or intelligence at the start to boost their physical or magic attack power. But that's a complete mistake. Agility is the most important stat. No matter how you build your stats in the early game, a single hit from any monster will one-shot a player anyway. The only way to slay these monsters without taking damage is by boosting agility and speed. So Qin Feng dumped all his available attribute points into agility. Suddenly a strange noise nearby startled Qin Feng. Over there, a level 1 normal grade creep was devouring lifespan to evolve. It looked like this was the monster that took down that 5-man squad. Qin Feng thought to himself. After consuming the lifespan, the creep charged straight for him. Qin Feng assessed the wounds on its body. Judging by its injuries, those other players had already whittled down a lot of its health. In this twisted survival game system, after a monster kills a player, it absorbs their lifespan currency. By consuming that lifespan, it can evolve. Qin Feng leaped back, dodging the monster's attack and then using his stealth skill to go invisible. While the monster was disoriented, he leaped high into the air, unleashing a powerful strike from the shadows, instantly ending the creep's life. You have dealt 174 damage. You have slain a level 1 creep. You have received 10 experience points. I can't believe it was a one-shot kill. Even though attacking the back of the creep's neck can deal critical damage, this amount of damage is just insane. Just then, another notification window popped up, clearing up Qin Feng's confusion. Backstab. If you are outside the enemy's line of sight when you attack, the damage of that attack is doubled. So that's it, there's a backstab mechanic too. Multiple class skills activating at once boosted the damage to an insane level, just like a true dark assassin. I remember in my past life, a warrior's critical hit only dealt 40 damage, and it took forever to kill a single creep, and I still ended up getting injured. Qin Feng recalled how despite being wounded when the lifespan reward dropped, he gave it to Qin Xiaoyu without a second thought. But this time, in this regression, everything is different. You have gained 3 days of lifespan, which is tradable. You have gained 54 years and 155 days of lifespan, which is non-tradable. Those 5 people were killed. each losing at least 20 to 30 years of lifespan, totaling well over 100 years. After it transferred to the creep, only 54 years were left. But that's fine, the non-tradable lifespan is useless for now. The power of judgment has been activated. Congratulations, you have acquired the Infinite Evolution talent. Infinite Evolution. With this primordial grade talent, when you kill monsters in solo mode, you have a chance to obtain evolution points, which can be used to evolve skills. Every 24 hours, you automatically receive 5 evolution points. If you can defeat a boss-level monster in solo mode, you will have a 100% chance to get evolution points. Current points, 5. Infinite evolution, and I can even evolve my skills. Wow, in my past life I never heard of anything like this. Whether it was equipment or skill books, once they dropped from a monster, their level was fixed and could never be changed. So this is the power that can break all the rules and order of the system. Alright then, let's give it a try. With that thought, Qin Feng used 4 evolution points on stealth and backstab. Skill evolution successful. The initial normal grade stealth skill has leveled up to bronze grade. The invisibility duration has increased from 12 to 16 seconds. Attacking breaks, stealth, and the initial strike's attack power is now boosted from 60 to 90. The 28-second cooldown dropped to 26 seconds. The original skill, enhanced backstab, was downgraded to a normal grade skill. Passive effect. When attacking a target from behind, damage increases from 10% to 15%. Qin Feng marveled. The duration of shadow form has been increased to 16 seconds. When combined with stealth mastery, the duration doubles to a full 32 seconds. This is the power of a true solo leveling dark class. The stealth duration is so long now, it's almost like I have infinite invisibility. If that last skill had been upgraded, I could have one-shotted even a full health creeper. Just then a voice rang out. Hey, look at that scrawny kid. He took down that monster all by himself. I told you this game was a piece of cake. Kangzi, you're so incredible with your stamina, you could probably handle at least 10 girls. Kangzi laughed heartily and replied, I'll protect you. As long as I'm here, you don't have to worry about a thing. Qin Feng glanced back at the couple's cringy PDA and happened to spot the nurturer lurking right above them. So he immediately activated his shadow form skill and retreated. The other two were still confused by his sudden move when they noticed a massive shadow cast on the ground. By the time they looked up and saw a colossal spider and a swarm of its young, it was already too late. Nurturer level 1 bronze rank. Spiderling level 1 normal grade. Qin Feng hid in a corner observing the enemy. The Nurturer was the tutorial boss, with about 1600 HP, far beyond the capabilities of an average newbie. What's more, the Nurturer commanded a horde of smaller spiders. Perfect. Let's see what my newly upgraded skills can do. This is the kind of challenge fit for an overpowered MC. With that thought, Qin Feng broke cover, dashed toward the boss, and activated his skill, Ambush Strike, striking its weak point and dealing 338 damage. At the same time, his position was revealed as his stealth wore off. The boss shrieked in agony and lunged at Qin Feng with its sharp legs. Fortunately, he reactivated his shadow form just in time. Combined with the agility boost from his evolution points, he was only grazed by the attack. Otherwise, with his current 130 HP, he would have been toast. Unable to find Qin Feng, the boss went on a rampage, smashing everything in sight. It's gone berserk. These monsters are highly intelligent. They don't just stand there and attack blindly, but this one looks like it's just randomly attacking the environment. The spiderlings are on high alert, so I can't approach carelessly. But just as I thought, a rock flew out and struck the boss's weak point, dealing 299 damage, just as I figured. My main source of damage comes from the bonus attack when breaking stealth, combined with my enhanced class skills. That's why even a simple rock throw deals significant damage when it hits. And so, just like that, Qin Feng waited for Shadow Form's cooldown, then threw another rock, which triggered the special effects of Ambush Strike, and Backstab hitting the boss's weak point. A moment later, an announcement echoed through Seashell Town. The ranking board has been updated. Player Shadow has defeated the bronze rank Nurturer and is the first to reach level 2. Claiming the top spot on the leaderboard, a classic, regression Manhwa, overpowered MC move. The announcement sent shockwaves through the player base. Holy crap, I got wrecked by a minion, wiped out twice. Before we could even figure out what was going on, someone already soloed the boss. If anyone knows who this incredible player is, please introduce me. He fought solo, for real. There's only one name on the leaderboard. Lizi's group was stunned when they read the announcement. Sister Lizi, this player named Shadow, is the same guy who just left. It's him, but how did he reach level 2 so quickly? This is completely insane. and he even took down a boss. Our entire party can't even handle the regular mobs. Yet this overpowered MC managed to solo a bronze rank boss. What kind of joke is this? Is it possible the system made a mistake? The couple who had just respawned were equally shocked when they read the announcement. That giant spider was actually defeated by someone, but it was surrounded by a swarm of smaller spiders. Just who is this? Shadow Kangzi's girlfriend speculated. Could it be that stealthy dark assassin from earlier? Meanwhile, deep in the forest, you have slain the bronze rank broodmother, gaining 300 experience points. Congratulations on reaching level 2. Congratulations on receiving 2 evolution points. Congratulations on unlocking the Seashell Town leaderboard. Congratulations on receiving 1 reputation point, which has been announced to the entire town. You have received 46 days of tradable lifespan. Bronze rank skill book, Greedy Hand. Attack power plus 35, agility plus 4, equipment requirement level 1, infinite evolution points 2. Bronze rank skill book, Greedy Hand. An assassin class skill book. After learning it, you can use it on monsters, giving a 20% chance to receive additional loot. Learning requirement level 1. The moment the giant spider died, all the smaller ones scattered. That was careless of me. I should have cleared out the spiderlings first to farm more experience. Still, I never expected a bronze rank boss to drop such a god tier skill for the assassin class, a perfect fit for a solo leveling dark class build. This skill will drastically improve my ability to farm gear. In the late game, when taking down a powerful boss, I'll have a 20% chance to get extra loot. I remember in my past life, in this regression Manhwa, there was a guy in my Godslayer guild, whose actual combat power was pretty average, but he used this exact skill to secure his place in the guild, becoming the most sought-after member. He even needed a personal escort every time he went on a raid. Then a thought struck Qin Feng. This skill might only have a 20% chance, but when combined with my infinite evolution talent, doesn't that mean the drop rate could potentially become limitless? The next morning, Qin Xiaoyou went to school as usual. On her way there, Qin Xiaoyou's friend asked with concern, "Xiaoyou, didn't you call to apologize to your brother? We skipped our exam yesterday. To secretly go support Song Fei, your brother must be furious." The moment Qin Feng's name came up, Qin Xiaoyou got angry. "I didn't do anything wrong. Why should I be the one to apologize? If it wasn't for him, we almost would have missed the gate's closing time yesterday. He's the one who should be apologizing to me, but he's so good to you. Sometimes I'm actually jealous you have a brother like that. Good to me, my foot. All he does is meddle in my business all day. Besides, he's not even my real brother. Having brother Song Fei is all I need." Seeing that she couldn't be persuaded, her friend changed the subject. "By the way, what happened to your face?" "I just fell." When the two of them got to their class, they saw a huge crowd gathered around the classroom door. Qin Xiaoyou's friend curiously pushed through the crowd and exclaimed in shock, "What in the world happened to Zhang Wei? How did he turn transparent like that?" A male student nearby answered, "I'm not sure. A little while ago, Brother Wei said he just wanted to take a nap, and a moment later, he was like this." The other students started to buzz with chatter. Zhang Wei's situation wasn't an isolated case, it was already spreading all over the internet. It seemed like people all over the world were going through the same thing. Some experts theorized that simply falling asleep would cause a person to enter a transparent phantom-like state, but the cause remained unknown. Hearing this, Qin Xiaoyou's friend immediately took out her phone. "I need to call and warn my parents." "Xiaoyou, you should call your brother and tell him to be careful too." Qin Xiaoyou snorted coldly. "I'm not going to be the one to contact him. It would be better for the world if someone like him just kicked the bucket." Back to the main plot. After diligently grinding monsters for a while, our regression Manhwa overpowered MC Qin Feng achieved a new milestone. The Hand of Greed successfully evolved, from bronze to gold rank. It's a dark assassin skill that can be used on monsters, with a 20 to 70% chance of receiving additional loot rewards. You have learned Hand of Greed, +2. Hand of Greed, skill check successful. You have received 2 evolution points and 46 days of tradable lifespan, the ultimate survival game system lifespan currency. Ha ha. My luck isn't bad at all. I managed to get 2 more evolution points. I just need 3 points to upgrade. Hand of Greed to +3. Excellent. It won't be long before I have a 100% chance for additional loot drops. Come to think of it, the world's nations must have figured this out. More and more people are flooding into the game. I need to pick up the pace. First things first, I'll equip the usable gear. Qin Feng immediately equipped the corrosive dagger, gaining 35 attack points and 4 agility points. Before long, they will realize that the skills and equipment from this game can be used in the real world. At that point, the world will be plunged into a bloody storm. To bring skills and equipment into reality, two conditions must be met. First one must reach level 10. Second, you need to have enough tradable lifespan. Grinding on weak mobs will make meeting these two conditions incredibly slow. I need to hunt stronger bosses. As Qin Feng was walking, he suddenly heard the sounds of a battle, followed by someone shouting, "Get away." Like a true dark assassin, Qin Feng activated his stealth skill and moved toward the sound where he saw a group struggling against a swift runner, a level 2 bronze quality monster. Talk about perfect timing, just when I was looking for a pillow, someone offers me a headrest. Wait a second, that's Wang Mang. I never expected to run into him here. It looks like the legends were true after all. Rumor has it that when Wang Mang first entered the divine game, he formed a party. All 6 of its members possessed hidden classes. Wang Mang's hidden class is the Holy Shield Warrior, with base stats twice as high as a regular warrior's. On top of that, it even comes with an invincibility skill. Qin Feng shifted his gaze to observe the other members. The Prophet, a mage-type hidden class, deals double the damage of a normal mage and comes with the Prophet's Fireball skill. The Sharpshooter Archer hidden class has double the stats of a normal archer and comes with the Continuous Shot skill. And the Divine Shepherd hidden class has twice the healing power of a normal priest, and just. They started out with a group healing skill. At first, they could barely hold their own against the runner, but gradually, the monster's overwhelming speed forced them onto the back foot, with both the archer and the mage unable to hit their target. Meanwhile, Wang Mang's holy shield was starting to weaken. "Healer, heal me. The rest of you keep chipping away at the boss," Wang Mang commanded. Hearing this, Qin Feng thought to himself, "This Wang Mang guy is way too optimistic, because he's forgotten this is the wilderness. If the fight drags on too long, it'll easily attract other monsters." Sure enough, just a moment later, another pack of monsters appeared right behind Wang Mang. These were the Defilers, common level 2 monsters, their bodies covered in dark brown sludge. They specialized in ranged attacks. "Boss, watch out." The young man with the blade ran behind Wang Mang and slashed at a Defiler. But his blade got stuck right in the Defiler's body, and he couldn't pull it out. The Defiler didn't just take it immediately, counterattacking by spewing a glob of brown sludge at Wang Mang's group. "It stinks so bad, disgusting. We're in trouble. This is Earthbind. Our movement speed is slowed." The female mage, now cornered by a Defiler, screamed in terror. "Somebody help me." Qin Feng instantly activated Shadow Stealth, dashing forward with a single slash. He instantly killed the Defiler, saving the female mage and leaving the entire party in shock. Did he just one-shot a Defiler? Is someone helping us? It takes us over 10 seconds just to surround and kill a level 1 creeper. Yet this level 2 Defiler was taken out almost instantly. How is that even possible? While the blade user was distracted, the Defiler behind him prepared to strike. Luckily, Qin Feng struck again, saving his life. It really was an instant kill. "Dali Zi, did you see who it was?" the female mage yelled. "I couldn't see a thing. Let's just hope they're on our side. Stop getting distracted and keep fighting. Only the runner is left. Keep up the pressure," Wang Mang shouted. Meanwhile, Qin Feng had already leaped into the treetops to check his rewards. "You have slain 2 level 2 Defilers, gaining 40 experience points and 1 evolution point. You have obtained the skill book Venomous Dart. You have also gained 8 days of lifespan, which can be traded. Venomous Dart is a mid to long range damage over time skill. Perfect, I'll evolve it immediately. Venomous Dart plus 2 silver rank. This assassin class skill can be thrown up to a maximum range of 14 meters. On hit, the Venomous Dart deals an additional 120 points of damage and applies a poison status effect. The cooldown is 5 seconds. It requires learning level 2 Extreme Poison, which inflicts 50% continuous damage per second. It also applies a weakness debuff that lasts for 5 seconds and does not stack. At that same moment, Wang Mang raised his shield to block the runner's attack, but was impaled by its other limb. "It's no use. I can't heal through the damage," the healer shouted in a panic. "Everyone run." Wang Mang gasped weakly. Just then, a dart flew through the air, piercing the weak spot on the runner's head and dealing a massive 845 points of damage. That was equivalent to half of the monster's entire health bar. Thanks to the extreme poison effect, after being hit, the runner's health continuously drained until it finally perished. Your damage contribution is over 90%. The loot belongs to you. You have eliminated the bronze tier sprinter, gaining 600 experience points and reaching level 3. Congratulations on receiving 2 evolution points and 55 days of tradable lifespan. Qin Feng celebrated silently. "I can't believe the damage over time from my poison darts actually synergizes with my passive class ability. Combined with my stealth, I can become invisible and throw an infinite number of darts. In the early and mid stages of the game, no monster will be a match for me. How terrifying." With that kind of damage, is that even human Wang Mang was bewildered when he saw the light from the loot disappear. That meant someone had already claimed it. So he stood up, looked around into the void and said, "My friend, I don't know what kind of powerhouse you are, but thank you for saving my life." Qin Feng, still invisible, replied, "You're welcome. But, in a wild place like this, don't be so quick to trust others." Wang Mang was silent for a moment before deciding to leave. "I understand. Thank you for the warning, Great One. I won't disturb you while you check your loot. My name is Wang Mang. If you ever need help in the future, Great One, just come find me," the female mage shouted. "Hey Great One, I'm Break Bloom, can I add you as a friend?" "Stop talking, let's go." The male healer in the group covered the female mage's mouth and dragged her away. Qin Feng watched them leave, thinking to himself, Wang Mang. That guy isn't bad, he seems trustworthy. Plus, he's backed by the Great Xia government, so he has plenty of financial resources. What I'm missing is a stable sales channel so I can sell him the items I don't need later on. Qin Feng crushed the loot orb. A series of notifications popped up. Congratulations on receiving 3 evolution points and 55 days of tradable lifespan. You have obtained Bronze Sprinter's leather pants. Sprinter's leather pants equipped. Assassin class equipment, plus 9 physical defense. Plus 5 to all elemental resistances, plus 15% cooldown reduction, and requires level 2 to equip. This haul isn't bad at all. I still have a lot of equipment and skill books for other classes on me. Once my inventory is full, I'll head back to town and exchange these things for more tradable lifespan. My current growth rate is already 100 times faster than in my past life. Song Fei, I'll be coming for you soon. The scene changes. A group of players was struggling to fight against defilers and sprinters, and the number of monsters was steadily increasing. Just as they were about to flee, they encountered a colossal monster that sent the entire party back to the beginner village with a single attack. Back in the village, many people were in a heated discussion. Damn it, the monsters always show up in packs, and they run away as soon as their health gets low. We need to reach level 3 to get out of this game, but how are we supposed to even get to level 3? Looks like we need to gather more people. If a party of 3 isn't enough, then we'll have to form a party of 6. Or even 10. A man spoke up hesitantly. I'm afraid that won't work. I've seen a team of 10 get wiped out by a huge mob of monsters before, and besides, a large group will just attract a boss. Just a little while ago, a group of 40 people attracted something called a curse lifter, and it one-shotted more than 30 of them with a single attack. The area immediately fell silent. A moment later, Lizi's party was also teleported back to the beginner village. If we can't reach level 3, does that mean we'll be trapped here forever? We all came here after, while we were asleep. In other words, it's our consciousness that entered this place. If we can't escape this survival game, then our real bodies will starve to death, the bald young man said worriedly. Latu gritted her teeth and replied, "Damn it. Why is this game so hard? Real or not, we can't afford to lose any more lives." Just then, Latu saw the name Shadow Level 3 at the top of the rankings. How did he level up so fast? He must know some special method. We have to find a way to get him to carry us to level 3. We need to escape this game first and foremost. Thinking to herself, Latu then said to her teammates, "Help me spread the word that if Shadow carries us to level 3, when we return to the real world, I'll give him 10 million in cash." She couldn't believe that, with this 10 million, Shadow wouldn't be tempted. Back to our overpowered MC, after a session of farming mobs, he had leveled up his Greedy Hand skill to a new tier. Jade Greedy Hand, a dark assassin class skill that can be used on monster corpses, with a 160% chance of receiving additional loot rewards. The additional loot received has a 20% chance of being upgraded by 1 rank. A 20% chance to upgrade the additional loot by 1 rank. This effect is totally broken. If I keep evolving this skill, could it reach 100%? Or even 200%. Just then, Qin Feng saw a bronze tier boss, the Curseling, passing by. Its mouth devouring blue orbs. It seems to be consuming lifespan, and it's about to evolve into a silver tier boss. That's a lot of lifespan. It probably wiped out an entire 40-man party. What a shame. My inventory is already full, so I won't get any drops, even if I kill it. I'll just mark this location on the map for now. It'll take a while for the boss to evolve. So, Qin Feng decided to return to the newbie village to clear his inventory first and then come back to kill it. As soon as he returned, he opened up a stall, displaying the items he didn't need with a notice selling equipment and skills. On sale for only 10 minutes, first come first served. Qin Feng's appearance immediately caused a stir among the crowd. Holy crap, where did this guy come from? He's already wearing 2 pieces of bronze gear and now he's selling 2 more. Is this the guy who killed the bronze tier boss? Look at his name, it's Shadow. Is that the same shadow who's number 1 on the rankings? Just then, someone wondered, why can't we see his face clearly? Another person explained, he's enabled the full concealment function because your in-game appearance is identical to your real-life one. Humph. Trying to act all mysterious. While everyone was buzzing with discussion, a girl slowly approached Qin Feng's stall, looked over the items and then asked, "This Ice Spike skill book, how much are you selling it for?" This woman must be Grey Rose, currently ranked 11th in Seashell Town. She also has the full concealment function enabled, he thought. Qin Feng then replied, 1 day of lifespan. Grey Rose looked at Qin Feng, startled. 1 day is way too much. Can't you sell it for a bit cheaper? A normal grade Ice Spike skill is a huge power-up for any mage. At the current mob drop rates, 1 day is already a bargain. Grey Rose made another offer. Can I use real-world money? If you have a lot of money, you can buy lifespan from other players first and then come trade with me. If no one makes a higher offer, I can hold the item for you, Qin Feng replied. Please wait a moment, Grey Rose said, then messaged her team to get their opinion. What do you guys think? Her teammates immediately chimed in. We managed to reach level 2 this fast all thanks to your leadership. I have no objections. I don't object either. With the water technique scroll, our team can hit level 3 even faster. Either way, let's exit the game first and then we'll talk. Alright. Then everyone transfer your tradable lifespan to me. Once we're back in the real world, I'll wire everyone the cash. After gathering enough lifespan, Grey Rose went back to make the trade with Qin Feng. A level 2 team must have killed at least 30 to 40 creepers, so their tradable lifespan has to be over 100 days. While Qin Feng was lost in thought, the transaction was completed. With that, his tradable lifespan increased from 268 to 368 days. Right at that moment, Lazi stepped in front of Qin Feng, saying arrogantly, I finally found you. Darkness, I'm giving you one chance. Power level me straight to level 3. When we get back to the real world, I'll give you 10 million in cash. My father is the chairman of the Da Jiang Corporation. You can look it up. You don't have to worry about me not having the money. It turns out she was Jiang Lei from his past life, a classic setup for a betrayal revenge regression manhwa. She was the leader of a criminal organization that was later wiped out by the government. The report stated that she used cash to buy tradable lifespan as bait in this twisted survival game system where lifespan is currency. Then she'd kidnap people to do her dirty work and use the opportunity to eliminate anyone who disobeyed her in the real world. What a piece of trash. Thinking this, Qin Feng said bluntly, I refuse. Lazi, or rather Zhengli, was completely stunned by his response. It took her a few seconds to process it. Darkness, even though you're strong in this game, right now, nobody knows what this game even is. If you stick with me, I guarantee you'll have anything you want later. Fine dining, designer clothes, luxury cars, a mansion, women. You'll have it all. If you're not buying, then don't interfere with my business, Qin Feng retorted. Thinking to himself, what good is cash? The only currency that matters in this new world is tradable lifespan. Realizing she couldn't tempt Qin Feng, Jiang Lei's attitude did a complete 180. What the hell is your problem? I was giving you a huge opportunity by asking you to carry me. If this were the real world, I'd have already taught you a lesson. Say one more word, and I'll send your lifespan into the negative. Qin Feng warned his killing intent, flaring up like a true dark assassin after his SSS-RANK awakening. Terrifying, Jiangli, who quickly scrambled away with her teammates. Qin Feng went back to his business. Once he was done, he immediately returned to his monster-slaying grind. Elsewhere, Jiangli and her lackeys ran into a deserted alley before finally stopping. She seethed with anger. That bastard. Darkness not only rejected my offer, he even threatened me. Just you wait. When I get back to the real world, I'll hunt you down and make you pay. Right at that moment, Mao Lijun emerged from a dark corner and spoke up. Hello, Miss Lazi. Jiang Le's group eyed him suspiciously. My name is Mao Lijun, but you can call me Old Mao. I'm currently level 2, and I know a few tricks for leveling up. I can help you power level. So, is that 10 million offer still on the table? Jiang Le asked. Tricks? What kind of tricks? Mao Lijun replied. I wouldn't normally tell anyone, but for you, Miss Lazi, I can make an exception and share one as a sign of good faith. In this situation, if you want to level up, you have to put all 5 of your initial attribute points into agility. That's the only way we'll be slightly faster than those creeps when we're running at full speed. Do you understand now? Jiang Li's face lit up with realization. So that's how it is. This is how you're supposed to play this survival game. Damn it. I already dumped all 5 of my initial attribute points into strength. What a waste. Good thing there's someone here who knows what they're doing. Thinking this, she smiled at Ma Lup Tuan and said, You're actually quite interesting. Alright, you can power level me, but but you're not as strong as that dark assassin, so I can offer you 5 million. Do you accept? Get me to level 3, and I'll transfer the money to you when we get back to the real world. Ma Lup Tuen happily agreed, no problem. Even though that shadow guy is super strong, it seems like there's something wrong with his head. Turning down a simple 10 million like that, what an idiot. While this group was making their deal, Qin Feng, our overpowered MC, had already run back to the Cursed One boss. Just as this regressor expected, the boss had already evolved to the silver rank. A gray mist coiled around its body, and it was still in the process of evolving. Evolving from silver to gold rank would take at least 7 or 8 hours. I'm too lazy to wait, Qin Feng thought, using his extreme poison dart combined with a stealth break strike. He threw it straight at the Cursed One and immediately used stealth to disappear again. 659, -29, -29. A long string of numbers appeared above the Cursed One's head. It let out an angry roar and used an area of effect skill, frantically bombarding the surrounding area. As Qin Feng silently circled the boss, he thought a silver rank boss has 2 to 3 times the health of a bronze rank boss. So it'll take 2 or 3 extreme poison darts to be enough. This Cursed One is a magic type boss. Most of its skills are area of effect attacks, with very high damage. After throwing the extreme poison dart, I have to retreat immediately and get out of its attack range instantly. If I get hit with my current health and defense, it's instant death. I have to wait until the cooldown for my dark class stealth skill is over. Besides, I have to wait for a lull in the boss's attacks before I can strike again. Then, I'll immediately go back into stealth to escape its attack range. Not long after, the Cursed One suddenly stopped attacking and hunched over, trembling slightly. Now's my chance, Qin Feng thought, repeating his old trick and shaving off a huge chunk of the boss's HP bar. This time, the Cursed One picked a direction and bolted. Its HP is low, so it's starting to run away. Good, compared to going berserk before it dies, just giving up and letting me finish it saves me a lot of trouble. With that thought, Qin Feng dashed after it, landing a stealth break strike on the Cursed One's back and wiping out its remaining health. System notification. You have defeated the silver rank Cursed One, gaining 1,800 experience points. Congratulations, you have leveled up to level 5. Congratulations, you have received 4 evolution points. You have received 124 days of tradable lifespan. Haha. That actually leveled me up twice, and I even got 4 evolution points on top of that. He laughed happily. Qin Feng used Greedy Hand on the boss's corpse. System notification. Greedy Hand, skill check, successful. You have received 4 evolution points. You have received 4 evolution points. You have received 124 days of tradable lifespan. You have received 124 days of tradable lifespan. I got double the bonus rewards directly. This silver rank boss actually gave me a whopping 12 evolution points and 372 days of tradable lifespan. The system announced the activation of the Greedy Hands bonus effect. One of your loot drops will be upgraded from silver to gold rank. So this is a gold rank item. No wonder it's a jade level Greedy Hand. It has a 20% chance for bonus loot to be upgraded by 1 rank. It dropped a good 7 or 8 items, but my inventory only has 10 slots left. I can't just kill a boss and run back to town every single time. It's such a waste of time. I hope this cursed thing drops a spatial ring or something for more inventory space. As he spoke, Qin Feng knelt to pick up the glowing orbs on the ground. The moment his hand touched the golden orb of light, a look of shock crossed his face. Meanwhile, in Seashell Town, Wang Mang and his squad members had just teleported back. They had finally returned alive. Thanks to our leader Wang Mang, we managed to hit level 3 and get back to town safely. You're absolutely right. Big brother Wang Mang is incredible, and this was the result of all our hard work. Boo-hoo, it's just a shame we didn't get to befriend that high ranker. He probably rejected me because I was covered in dirt. Boo-hoo. Maybe if you had been wearing this new gear, then he might have said yes. While they were chatting, the level ranking board refreshed. Ranking board, first place Shadow, level 5. Second place Wang Mang, level 3. Third place Luo, level 3. The crowd of players saw this and erupted in shocked whispers. Shadow is already level 5. What? He jumped straight from level 3 to level 5. What kind of insane boss did he have to kill for that? He must have some kind of asterisk solo leveling dark class asterisk to level up twice so fast. I just saw him selling gear 10 minutes ago. My sister is 18 this year. I really hope that high ranker takes an interest in her, so I can get carried and power leveled too. Get real, the guy didn't even blink at 10 million. Why would he care about your sister? Damn it, I just hit level 3, and that high ranker is already at level 5. Is he even giving the rest of us a chance? Off to the side, Wang Mang cleared his throat and spoke to his squad members. Let's not get ahead of ourselves for now. Each of us needs to return to reality and tell our family and friends about this godlike game. The world is probably going to descend into chaos. We should at least prepare our loved ones. Okay, we'll log off first then. After saying that, they all logged out of the game. In the real world, Wang Mang, lying in bed, suddenly grabbed his head with a groan and sat bolt upright. His teammates nearby saw this and immediately rushed to his bedside shouting, "Look, Wang is awake. Notify the captain. Wang is awake. Wang, what's wrong? Are you okay? You scared us to death. Do you have any idea what you looked like just now? Your body was turning transparent. Don't scare me like that, Wang. I told you yesterday to get some rest. I said I'd keep an eye on the suspect for you." By now, Wang Mang had fully recovered and was clear-headed. He immediately shouted, "Quick, get everyone together for a meeting now. Something huge has happened." Soon after, an emergency meeting was held at the police station where Wang Mang worked. After hearing Wang Mang recount his experience in detail, the middle-aged officer sitting in the center of the room asked, "You previously reported that you formed a squad with a hidden class and that when you were on the verge of being wiped out, someone came to your rescue." Replied, "That's right, his name is Darkness. When he saved us, Darkness was only at level 3, but by the time we reached level 3, he was already at level 5, and he even skipped 2 levels to get there." A male officer asked, "Skipped 2 levels? If he's already at level 5, doesn't that make him the world's #1 player? How did he manage that?" Wang Mang guessed, "Maybe he took down some kind of boss." Another male officer asked, "According to you, Darkness reached level 3 over an hour ago. So why hasn't he returned to the real world yet? Could it be that he has no relatives in real life and no one to report back?" To Wang Mang replied, "I don't know about that, but it's a real possibility." The meeting was very serious when a female officer named An Yu suddenly spoke up. "Could this Darkness guy be a transmigrator? Isn't it always the orphan in a regression manhwa, overpowered MC story, who rises up so quickly?" The entire room turned to look at An Yu. Feeling awkward under their stares, An Yu said, "Did I say something wrong?" The middle-aged officer reminded her, "An Yu, I've told you to read fewer web novels. In a serious situation like this, don't make jokes like that." Then he looked at everyone and said seriously, "The information Wang Mang just provided about the divine game of abandonment perfectly matches the intel from our superiors. A recent study shows that some elderly individuals have passed away right after falling asleep. After collecting data and comparing it with those who returned to reality, it's been confirmed that these people had all died multiple times in the game. In other words, this is a survival game system, where lifespan is the currency, and if it hits 0, they die for real in the outside world." An officer spoke up, "This is a supernatural event beyond our comprehension." The middle-aged officer nodded in agreement. "That's right, we could be experiencing an unidentified supernatural invasion. The higher-ups have issued an emergency order to form vanguard teams based on local regions to explore the divine game of abandonment and share intelligence. We must establish a professional army as soon as possible. This is a major event affecting the entire world. Right now, all nations are scrambling to explore this divine game of abandonment. If we fall behind in this aspect, it means we will lose our strategic advantage on the international stage. Therefore, we must gather intelligence at all costs. And you, I'm appointing you as the captain of Team 1. And you stood at attention and shouted, "Yes, sir." The middle-aged officer then looked at Wang Mang, making him the vice captain. "The two of you can choose your own team members." Wang Mang also stood at attention and accepted the order. According to Wang Mang's description, this Darkness character has a good personality, so you can try to befriend him. The reason I appointed An Yu as captain is because I believe her personality is better suited for investigating Darkness. I hope you all can uncover the true identity of Darkness as soon as possible. It would be best to represent the government, establish a cooperative relationship with him, and obtain the information he possesses. The most important mission for everyone else at this stage is to maintain social stability. Understood, the crowd shouted in unison. Yes, sir. The middle-aged officer nodded and then dismissed them. At the same time, in Qin Xiaoyou's dormitory, her roommates were also talking about the divine game, this new survival game system they were all trapped in. Zhang Wei said that people from the same area will appear in the same beginner town when they go to sleep. Really? No, I want to go home. I have to go back and take care of my parents. They've never played a game before. I'm afraid they won't be able to adapt. Don't let yourself become a burden in reality. We can focus on getting stronger first, and then take care of our parents. Meanwhile, Qin Xiaoyou stared thoughtfully at her phone. How could something this huge happen, and Qin Feng hasn't made a single move? Why hasn't he come to apologize to me? Why is he being so arrogant? Before, whenever I got angry, that guy would always try to comfort me. But today, not only did he not console me, he even hit me. Even my parents have never laid a hand on me. All I did was skip class to go to Song Fei's concert, right? That hateful Qin Feng. If you don't apologize to me 1,000 times for this, I will absolutely never forgive you. It's a good thing I went to see Song Fei yesterday. Otherwise, once this whole survival game system thing started, I'm afraid I'd never get another chance. We were so close yesterday. Oh Song Fei, I miss you so much. That's right, if I go to sleep, I'll enter the game. That means Song Fei will definitely be in there too. All I have to do is enter the game and I can find him. Zhang Wei reached level 3 so quickly he must be a pro. I have to go ask him for tips. With that thought, Qin Xiaoyou sent Zhang Wei a message. Hey pro gamer, Zhang Wei, got any strategies you can teach me? Elsewhere, Zhang Wei smirked when he received the message. Oh Qin Xiaoyou, even a goddess like her is coming to me for strategies. This is a golden opportunity if I can win over Qin Xiaoyou. Hey. He messaged back, Xiaoyou, you came to the right person. Let me tell you a secret. When you enter the game, you have to put all your initial attribute points into agility. If you're not fast enough, you'll just get wrecked by the monsters. Qin Xiaoyou messaged, what if I'm a mage? Do I still need to increase my agility? Zhang Wei replied, yes, agility isn't completely useless for mages. It can increase your casting speed and is especially important in the early stages. Qin Xiaoyou messaged, but what if I still can't fight even with high agility? Zhang Wei messaged, don't worry, Xiaoyou, as soon as someone in town reaches level 5, the town's teleportation circle will activate. At that point, you can freely form a party to level up. Once the teleportation circle is active, I'll find you and carry you. This was exactly what Qin Xiaoyou was waiting to hear from Zhang Wei. She happily lay down on her bed, closed her eyes and thought, perfect. These simps are actually useful. I've already found myself a meat shield. Qin Feng, I'll let you off the hook for now. I'm going into the game now, so you can keep putting on your little act. By the time you finally log in, who knows how many levels ahead of you I'll be. I definitely won't help you power level then. Flashing back a few hours earlier, the moment Qin Feng touched the golden orb of light, its information appeared before him. Golden cursed ring, usable by all classes. All stats +8, dark element resistance +26, weak point attack, multiplier +0.1 requires level 4 to equip. An 8-point boost to each stat is equivalent to 32 total attribute points. This is equivalent to all the stats others would only get after reaching level 3, and it even comes with dark element resistance. It's super effective against demonic beasts. The initial weak point attack multiplier was 1.5 times. Plus the ring, this multiplier will increase to 1.6 times, which isn't bad at all. And there's this too. As he spoke, Qin Feng looked over at another system panel. Silver grade shield shadow slash, an assassin class skill. Dash in a direction for a maximum of 15 meters, enter stealth mode for 5 seconds, and unleash 3 slashes on all enemies in your path. The cooldown is 12 seconds reduced to 10.43 seconds with my cooldown reduction. Requires level 4 to learn slash width of 2.1 meters. Each slash adds 100 points of attack power, and it's 100% guaranteed to count as a backstab, but it cannot deal weak point damage. Qin Feng spoke up. This is an incredibly powerful AoE damage skill that gives me mobility and even stealth. I'll learn it right away. Oh, I still have some evolution points left, so I'll evolve Greedy Hand first. System notification. Consumed 8 evolution points, 4 points remaining. Greedy Hand, Diamond rank. An assassin skill usable on the corpses of demonic beasts, with a 220% chance to receive additional loot rewards. The additional loot received has a 40% chance of being 1 grade higher. Qin Feng murmured, just as I expected now, when I take down monsters. I'm guaranteed to get 2 extra pieces of loot. Taking down 1 monster is now equivalent to other people taking down 3. I still have 4 evolution points left. Then I can upgrade Shield Shadow Slash. System notification. You have consumed 3 evolution points, 1 point remaining. Shield Shadow / Platinum rank. An assassin class skill. Dash in a direction for a maximum of 21 meters and enter stealth mode, lasting for 7 seconds and unleashing 5 slashes on all enemies in your path. Cooldown of 10.43 seconds. Requires level 4 to learn / width of 3.1 meters each. / adds 200 points of attack power. The cooldown didn't get reduced. That's a bummer. Still, just by relying on Shield Shadow / I can achieve infinite stealth. The rest of this stuff is just junk. But this silver grade warrior skill book Warcry could probably sell for a bit of cash. As he was thinking, Qin Feng suddenly heard a strange noise nearby. He looked up and saw several monsters rushing towards him. Level 4, 4-limbed climbers. Perfect timing. I'll use you to test the power of my Shield Shadow /. With that, Qin Feng vanished, and in the next moment, only a few flashes of sword light could be seen. slicing the monsters' bodies into multiple pieces that fell to the ground. System notification. You have killed a level 4, 4-limbed climber. You have received 80 experience points. You have received 5 days of tradable lifespan. Qin Feng's figure reappeared as he said, "My mob clearing efficiency has improved. If I had used my poison darts, I would have needed to throw at least 2 to kill a single monster. And the shorter the combat time, the lower the chance of any unexpected incidents. My current tradable lifespan is now 618 days. But to bring my equipment and skills into the real world, my tradable lifespan needs to reach at least 2.5 years, or to be precise, 900 days. If I go back and sell the stuff in my backpack, my tradable lifespan should be close to the minimum withdrawal requirement. As soon as I reach level 10, I can extract the skills and equipment from the game back. Become a reality." On the way back to Conch Town, Qin Feng happened to see Jiang Li and Mao Lijun's group talking amongst themselves. "Congratulations, young miss, on reaching level 3. Isn't it about time you fulfilled your promise? Rest assured, how could our Jiangdai company ever shortchange you? Now let's return to reality. This is my cell phone number. You can contact me directly. Oh right, sell me all of your tradable lifespan. I'll pay you 10,000 for each day of lifespan. No problem. Haha, I told you that. Dark guy is a blind fool. He doesn't even value a big shot like the young miss. In that case, we'll be waiting for you in the real world." Before logging off, Mao Lijun smugly thought to himself, "Haha, so what if the game really affects your lifespan? Lifespan can be earned back anytime. Only people like me who can turn gaming skills into cash are the truly smart ones." Not long after, Qin Feng returned to the town. The first thing he did was go to the teleportation circle and activate it. A system notification appeared. "Congratulations, you have lit up the instant teleportation circle in Conch Town. You can teleport once per day for free. Subsequent teleports will consume tradable lifespan. No other activated instant teleportation circles found in Jianghai City. The town's initial teleportation circle is two-way. Lighting up just one teleportation circle is useless. Before they can teleport to each other, players in other towns must also reach level 5 to light up their teleportation circle. I remember in my past life, that guy Song Fei was in Firefly Town. I can set a reminder for when someone in Firefly Town activates the teleportation circle. That way, I'll be the first to know. However, teleporting between the initial towns isn't very significant right now. My top priority is to reach level 10 and then head to the continent forsaken by the gods. That place is the true beginning of the game of the Forsaken Gods. Lost in thought, Qin Feng walked to the public square and set up a stall with a sign that read, "Selling equipment and skills. Only open for 10 minutes, so buy now or miss out." The surrounding players immediately recognized Qin Feng and exclaimed, "Holy crap, the big boss Dark has appeared again. He's finally here. I've saved up 150 days of lifespan just waiting for the big boss to sell his items." Last time, the big boss sold an ice cone skill book that shot Grey Rose straight to second place on the leaderboard. I hope there's a mage skill book this time. There really is a skill book, but it's just a silver rank battle roar for warriors. I want that battle roar. A system notification appeared. Transaction successful. You have received 300 days of tradable lifespan. 300 days of tradable lifespan for one skill book. Is it worth it? How short-sighted. A melee warrior with this skill book can double their monster killing efficiency. They can earn back those 300 days of lifespan in just 2 days. I want that cloak. I'll take these boots. Very quickly, all the items in Qin Feng's stall were snatched up by the players. He immediately stood up, closed his stall, and thought to himself, everything sold out in just 1 minute. The total transaction time for the items I sold this time is 650 days. Now, my lifespan currency has reached 2,174 days, but it's still not enough. In this survival game system, where lifespan is currency, I'm still a long way from extracting my levels, stats, and class from this godforsaken game into reality. The players who couldn't buy in time were constantly wailing. "Boo-hoo, I missed out twice. Me too. Big Shot, will you be selling here again next time? Please sell some more. We're begging you." Just then, Black Bloom ran over, shouting, Big Shot, I have this treasure, do you want it?" At the same time, she took out a ring and held it forward. It's a spatial ring with an extra 12 inventory slots, and it doesn't take up a ring or backpack equipment slot. Qin Feng was surprised and thought to himself, a spatial ring, this is a special storage item. It's valuable because it doesn't take up backpack or equipment slots, and each player can only carry a maximum of 3 storage backpacks. Although this item can drop from any monster, the drop rate is extremely low. This prophet is really lucky to have gotten one so early. In my past life, a 12-slot item like this could sell for over 3,600 days. Then, He asked her how she wanted to sell it. Black Bloom smiled and replied, I don't want your lifespan, big shot. I just want to be friends with you. And maybe you could help our party take down a boss. After agreeing, Qin Feng immediately sent her a friend request. The system announced player Black Bloom has accepted your friend request. Qin Feng asked what kind of boss it was. Black Bloom replied, it's just a gold rank boss. Qin Feng asked again, what's its name? I was too far away to see clearly, but it's where there's a really shabby looking boat in a swamp. Hearing this, Qin Feng looked at her startled and thought, a shabby boat, could it be the Golden Ghost Ship? The Golden Ghost Ship is an especially rare boss that can appear at any level. The probability of this boss spawning is extremely low, and it also drops very useful special items. Every time a Golden Ghost Ship appeared, a fierce battle would break out between the guilds. The one appearing in the starter town is probably level 5, a perfect target for an overpowered MC in a regression manhwa. At this level, it's the easiest to defeat. To encounter the Golden Ghost Ship in a small town so early, and also get a rare storage ring. On top of that, she's a member of Wang Meng's party. Could she be the legendary Lucky Koi from my past life? Outwardly, Qin Feng casually asked how she discovered this gold rank boss. Black Bloom replied, after logging out for dinner, I wanted to log back in quickly to level up with the captain and the others. But who knew they'd be so slow, with nothing to do? I was just wandering around, sightseeing, and found the gold rank boss under a cliff. Qin Feng thought to himself, in my past life, there were rumors that Wang Meng's team had a member with koi-like luck who could stumble upon treasure chests while just wandering around. Rare bosses, dungeons, and shrines. At first I thought it was just a cover story the government put out to hide their intelligence sources, but I never expected it to be true. It's really her. This is my betrayal revenge regression manhwa, and I'm in control. Black Bloom blushed and spoke up. Big shot, why are you staring at me like that? Qin Feng said. It's nothing. Then the two of them headed out of town together. Meanwhile, from a hidden corner, a shady figure who was secretly watching them saw the two leave the town gate and immediately rushed off in another direction. In a deserted spot, not far away, a gang leader was bragging to his crew. My crew. I remember back in the day I led you guys to conquer the overlord of Genghis City. Just trust me and follow me. I guarantee you'll all live the high life. Just then the scout ran up shouting, Boss. That kid left town with some girl. Hearing this, the boss smirked and said, just as I expected from that punk, he couldn't hold back and had to bring a girl along already. Let's go boys, follow me. Meanwhile, Qin Feng and Black Bloom were walking and talking. I can be the main DPS. If the boss drops any equipment or skill books you can use, I'll give them to you and the rest is mine. How does that sound? What about Captain Wang Mang and his team? Your party has a variety of classes. If assassin gear drops, wouldn't I be working for nothing? Alright, let's go with your plan, but can I make one small request? Go ahead. If you sell any equipment to Captain Wang Mang and his team, could you give them a little discount? No problem. Great, then we'll set off after Captain Wang Mang is online. By the way, boss, where are we heading now? We're on our way to fight a gold rank boss. Hearing Qin Feng say this, Black Bloom's face went pale as she stammered, Be big shot, you're an assassin and I'm a mage. You can go invisible, but how am I supposed to take a hit? Qin Feng, a classic, regression manhwa, overpowered MC, said, I'm all that's needed, you just have to watch from a safe place. Black Bloom exclaimed in shock. She thought to herself taking on a gold rank boss all by himself, even though I know this top player is powerful. This is just too over the top. Suddenly, Qin Feng's figure vanished right before her eyes, leaving her confused as she looked around shouting, big shot, where'd you go? Hiding in the forest behind them. The stalkers also saw Qin Feng disappear and whispered to each other, Boss, that shadow dude is gone. Haha, he must have tricked that chick and ditched her out here in the wilderness. Let's go, we'll grab her and have a little fun. He said, I told you guys, if you follow me, you'll absolutely live the high life. Look, isn't the woman right over there? Boss, you're a genius. However, before they could even make a move, Qin Feng, showcasing his dark assassin SSS-RANK awakening, suddenly materialized in front of them and used Shadow Shield Slash to send them to their respawn point. A system notification popped up, a classic feature of a survival game system lifespan currency world. You have eliminated 5 players and received a total of 12 days of tradable lifespan. Pathetic. That's barely worth killing 2 low-level mobs, he muttered, and his figure vanished again, reappearing beside Black Bloom. Black Bloom asked in surprise, Big shot, where did you just go? Qin Feng replied, We had some stalkers. I sent them back to town. Black Bloom said, Oh, I thought you went to use the restroom. By the way, Big shot, now that you have a solo leveling dark class skill like stealth, it must be super convenient to go to the bathroom, right? You can just go number 1 or number 2, whenever, wherever, without anyone seeing. No wait. If the waste leaves your body, is it invisible too? Or, Qin Feng quickly cut her off, saying, just take me to the boss you told me about. Back in town, another new player appeared. If Qin Feng were here, he would immediately recognize her as none other than the dear sister who betrayed him, Qin Xiao. You setting the stage for a classic betrayal, revenge, regression, manhwa plot. Unbelievable, I can actually feel it. This is amazing, I can't believe I got the hidden class life priestess. This has to be an SSS rank awakening. I'll finally be worthy of Songfei. I wonder how he's doing right now. I hope he knows the secret to allocating the initial stat points. Who knows where that jerk Qin Feng ran off to. All he ever does is try to control me, but he's completely useless when it counts. It's for the best. Now I have a hidden class, plus Zhang Wei promised to power level me. Qin Feng, you can fend for yourself. This is my revenge for your betrayal. I couldn't care less about you anymore. As she was thinking this, Qin Xiaoyou started looking around and noticed the leaderboard hanging in the sky. She gasped in surprise. Wow. The player, Darkness, is already at level 6. Zhang Wei is only level 3, yet he had the nerve to brag about how strong he was. Looks like this Darkness is the real top player. If I could get an overpowered MC like him on my side, I'd level up even faster than with Zhang Wei. But where am I supposed to find this top-ranking player? Just then, Qin Xiaoyou overheard Wang Mang's group talking nearby. Damn it, I can't get in touch with Xiao Yao. We don't have time to wait for her. Does anyone have any ideas? We can't grind mobs without a support. We're not some top player like Darkness who can solo everything like he's in solo leveling. I suggest we find a new support to team up with. It sounds like these guys know Darkness. Qin Xiaoyou's eyes lit up as she quickly approached them. Excuse me, are you guys looking for a support? I have the hidden class life priestess. Meanwhile, Qin Feng and Black Bloom had also reached the boss area. Looking down from the cliff at the boss in the swamp, Qin Feng said, so it really is the golden ghost ship. You stay here and hide. Watch out for ambushes from other players. I'm going down to handle the boss. Black Bloom replied, all right, you got it, boss. Be careful. Qin Feng just nodded and leaped straight down. The system announced, due to the ghost ship's influence, this area has become a frenzy zone. The rate at which your lifespan drains is increased 100-fold. A 100 times multiplier. This survival game system is brutal, using lifespan as currency. Staying here for just 15 minutes will cost me an entire day of my life. This temporary frenzy zone is hardly a threat. Thinking this, the overpowered MC landed lightly and dashed toward the center of the swamp. Boss information golden ghost ship. Level 5 special gold grade. Countdown 45 minutes and 25 seconds. This special boss is on a timer, but luckily there are still 45 minutes left. That's more than enough time to finish it. With that said, our Dark Assassin initiated with Shadow Shield Slash and immediately entered stealth. The boss was instantly hit 5 times each strike, dealing 549 points of damage. Then Qin Feng reappeared, using a hyper-toxic dart combined with an ambush strike, aiming precisely at the boss's weak point. He dealt a massive burst of damage before using Shadow Step to stealthily retreat. Thanks to his regression, he knew the boss was about to counterattack. Sure enough, the ghost ship raised the oar in its hand. Pillars of water erupted like waterspouts, sweeping across the swamp. Qin Feng, still in his dark class stealth, used his incredible agility to continuously dodge the attacks. But that wasn't all. As soon as the water pillars vanished, mummy-like monsters began crawling out of the swamp. A quick count revealed more than a dozen of them. There are a few difficulties when it comes to killing this golden ghost ship. First, most people don't even know where its weak point is. Its real weak spot isn't its frame or its hull, but the cursed bell at its bow. Second, when its weak spot is attacked, it will control the surrounding water and launch a massive area of effect attack. The damage from this water pillar is immense. In the early stages of the game, only warriors wearing a full silver tier equipment set could barely withstand it. Luckily, the base agility of a solo leveling style dark class is high enough, otherwise I would have a hard time dodging it. Third, after its ranged attack ends, the boss will summon 12 stagnant water ghouls onto the battlefield. Each one has the strength of a silver tier boss. The 12 stagnant water ghouls will attack relentlessly, and most parties would fall into chaos at this point. Furthermore, the Golden Ghost Ship will summon another stagnant water ghoul every 3 minutes. If they aren't dealt with quickly, the number of stagnant water ghouls will just keep increasing, eventually leading to a party wipe. But since I'm always invisible, they can't find me. As long as I find the right angle, I can wipe them all out in a single blow, just like a dark assassin with an SSS-RANK awakening. As he said this, Qin Feng revealed himself using a single Shadow Shield Slash to send the stagnant water ghouls packing. It also took a huge chunk of the boss's health. Up on the cliff, Black Bloom's jaw dropped. It was wide enough to fit an egg. Is this the Shadow Master #1 on the leaderboards? This is the very definition of a regression manhwa, overpowered MC, appearing and disappearing like a ghost. He'd already taken out 1/3 of the boss's health, and it had basically no way to fight back. As she was marveling in astonishment, she received a message from Qin Feng Little Black. "I'm about to die." A startled Black Bloom messaged back. "What do you mean, die?" Qin Feng told her not to do anything, just to wait for him to revive. Black Bloom messaged, "Huh. Why, big shot? Aren't you dominating the fight right now? And what the heck is Little Black?" Qin Feng messaged back, "Aren't you Little Black?" Black Bloom replied, "Big shot, my name is Black Bloom. Isn't Hey Bu Lin just black, so Little Black?" "That sounds like a dog's name," Qin Feng messaged. "I know, Little Black." At the same time, the group that Qin Feng had just dealt with had revived and were aggressively searching for the two of them. The leader shouted angrily, "Damn it. We were careless. I've conquered countless desert tournaments back when I was a legend, and now I'm getting pushed around by some punk." Just then, one of his underlings ran up to report, "Boss, we've found that girl. She's at the edge of the cliff, up ahead, and that shadow bastard is soloing the boss at the bottom." The leader snorted and said, "Let's go. This time I've called all my boys. In this classic betrayal, revenge, regression manhwa scenario, I refuse to believe we can't take him down." Back to Qin Feng's fight with the boss, the fourth and most difficult phase was about to begin. The Golden Ghost Ship would unleash a massive soul riot wave over a huge area. It would forcibly stun everyone in range for 5 seconds, and there was no way for him to escape it. And so while Qin Feng was contemplating the boss's area of effect, skill washed over and enveloped him. A system notification popped up. "You have died. You have lost 326 years of non-tradable lifespan. You have lost 1,087 days of tradable lifespan." This is the core of the survival game system, where lifespan is currency. This scene was witnessed by the pursuing group just as they arrived. "Haha, perfect. This idiot, just because people call him a big shot. He got arrogant enough to challenge a gold-tier boss all by himself. This shadow-class player is seriously loaded. A loot orb that big is equivalent to at least several hundred days of lifespan. Brothers, attack. Attack. The boss is down to half health. Let's go finish it off, and we can even score a huge chunk of lifespan. That's only half the lifespan it's lost. This big mutt deserves it. Today this little dog is gonna eat the big dog." The leader roared excitedly, leading his underlings down the cliff. However, the moment they entered the swamp's range, the scenery suddenly changed. The gloomy, somber sky completely vanished, replaced by a clear blue one. The group stood stunned for a few seconds, only reacting when they saw rows of houses around them and realized they had been resurrected. The group immediately flew into a rage, shouting, "What the hell? How is this boss so strong? How did that shadow guy, a player with a solo leveling dark class, even get its health down to half? Are we seeing things? This is totally absurd." The second we stepped into the swamp, we were instantly wiped out by a water pillar. Plus, there were tons of smaller mobs too. How are we supposed to fight that? Damn, our losses were huge. Let's go, we're heading back. I refuse to believe this thing is that freaky. A short while later, when Qin Feng returned to the swamp, he saw a pile of light orbs on the ground. He was surprised and messaged Black Bloom, "I'm back. Little Black, why are there so many lifespan orbs here?" Black Bloom replied, "A group of people just charged in, but they all got wiped out by the water pillar." Qin Feng messaged back, "Oh, so that's what happened. Haha, they really didn't know their own limits." He then looked towards the boss, recalling how much he had suffered against this golden ghost ship in his past life. A classic, regression manhwa, overpowered MC scenario. The golden ghost ship only unleashes its immobilization skill exactly one time, so the remaining half of its health is much easier to handle. When its health drops to half, there's a certain chance it will vanish and reappear in the distance, making it much harder for ordinary players to defeat it. But I've already mastered its movement patterns. With that thought, Qin Feng charged towards the boss and began his attack. On the cliff, that same group had run back to the spot and spoke up, "Boss, look quickly. That brat is fighting the boss again, just as we thought. Good, let's find a chance to take them down." Standing not far away on the cliff, Black Bloom also spotted them. "Those idiots are back again. Damn it, they're nothing but trouble. My boss is about to finish off the boss, I can't let them interfere." Thinking this, Black Bloom zapped the leader with a lightning skill and shouted, "God has spoken today, there will be lightning." The group angrily yelled, "Damn it, who's attacking us?" "Boss, there's a mage over there. Humph, that woman must have a death wish. Get her." Seeing them charge towards her, Black Bloom let out a yelp and took off running. "Get back here, I'm gonna deal with you," the group roared as they chased right behind her. But they were unaware that another group was present, silently observing everything from the shadows. Down in the swamp, the battle was finally reaching its conclusion. Phew, it's finally about to die. No wonder it's the golden ghost ship. Even though it's only level 5, taking it down solo is still incredibly difficult. My damage is still too low, which made the fight drag on for too long and attract the attention of others. There's that group on the cliff. It seems they're the ones who just died, and there's also another guild by the side of the swamp. Looks like they're planning to wait until I defeat the boss, then take me out and steal the loot. A classic setup for a betrayal revenge regression manhwa, even knowing that. However, Qinfeng wasn't worried in the slightest and used a skill that just came off cooldown to take the boss's last bit of health. System notification. You have defeated the gold rank golden ghost ship. You have received 4,800 experience points. Congratulations on reaching level 8. You have received 7 evolution points and 216 days of tradable lifespan. Not a bad idea, but it's a shame you miscalculated, he muttered. Qinfeng used stealth and vanished on the spot, leaving the pile of items on the ground without picking them up. At the same time, all players received a notification. Player Shadow from Seashell Town is the first on the server to defeat a gold rank boss and has received 3 reputation points. The players started buzzing, a server first gold rank boss kill. Holy crap, is this Shadow guy a monster? How is he so overpowered? What country is Seashell Town even in? The first player to kill a gold rank boss has to be a pro from our great nation of Korea. In Seashell Town, Wang Mang spoke up. It wasn't long ago that the announcement said Shadow could solo a bronze rank boss. And just like that, he's already soloing a gold rank boss. Why is the gap between players so huge? Standing right behind him, Qin Xiaoyo frowned, thinking to herself that this Shadow guy was truly on another level. If he helped me level up, I could meet Brother Song Fei in no time. Back at the swamp, after Qinfeng vanished, the leader of the second group chuckled lowly. Haha, this boss dropped a ton of loot. That guy ran off without grabbing any of it. He must be terrified of us. Guang, use your skill to find that guy. We'll take him out and keep all the loot from the gold rank boss for ourselves. Got it. The player named Guang replied immediately, drawing his bow and firing the Phantom Eagle Eye skill toward the swamp. Qinfeng, still in stealth, saw this and whispered, Phantom Eagle Eye, huh? I didn't expect this hunter to have learned an anti-stealth skill so quickly. No wonder they're so confident about trying to kill me for the loot. Too bad for them, my unique dark class gives me a +1 stealth level, making it impossible for a mere level 1 anti-stealth skill to detect me. As expected, Guang couldn't find any trace of Qinfeng, so he turned to his leader and reported, Boss, there's nobody there. That punk probably saw our numbers and ran for it. Humph, smart move. Let's go, we'll head over and secure the loot. Stay sharp and be ready to fight at any moment. The ownership protection on the boss loot lasts for 5 minutes. After 5 minutes, the loot will be ours. With that, the leader and his goons rushed toward the dropped items. Just then, several flashes of sword light erupted, dicing them into pieces. Qinfeng's figure materialized. He muttered, much quieter now. By the way, where did that Xiaohei girl go? Oh well. I'll find her later. The evolution points I had left, plus the ones from the boss, are just enough to evolve Greedy Hand one more time. I'll evolve the skill first, then touch these corpses. Very quickly, the skill evolution was a success. System notification, Greedy Hand, epic. Assassin type skill. You now have a 300% chance to obtain additional loot rewards. Additional loot obtained has a 100% chance to be upgraded by 1 tier. A 100% chance to be upgraded by 1 tier. This is a total game changer. I'm going to make all these orbs of light pop. Thinking to himself, Qinfeng began to use Greedy Hand to collect, causing a stream of notifications to pop up. System notification. You have used the skill, Greedy Hand. You have obtained 21 evolution points. You have obtained 648 days of tradable lifespan. You have received the special item Demonized Soul Pill. You have received the special item Demonized Soul Pill. You have received. Qinfeng exclaimed in surprise, I can't believe I got 2 demonized soul pills in just one go. He took out the 2 demonized soul pills and examined them. Demonized soul pill Ghost Firebell special item. When carried, you will not lose lifespan upon death. This effect has a cooldown of 1,565 seconds. Passive soul absorption. When you defeat a demonic beast, the drop rate of lifespan increases by 20% times 2. This effect is doubled when 2 Ghost Firebells are equipped simultaneously. Active Soul Shock, shaking the Ghost Firebell, will cause a 3-second immobilization effect on all enemies within a 100-meter radius. Cooldown 521 seconds. Qinfeng thought to himself, this Ghost Firebell isn't considered equipment, but rather an item. It doesn't take up an equipment slot, and both bells only take up a single inventory slot. It's really convenient to use. Just then, Qin Feng received a distress message from Breakbroom. Big shot, help me. What are you guys doing? Don't come over here, Qin Feng replied worriedly. Xiaohei. Xiaohei, where are you? Yeah.